Say we live right there. And we live right there. All right, we in there now. Hey!
Good.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is Friday night, man, and y'all know who it is. It's your guy, man, Mr. Willie Ray Johnson Jr., and y'all know I'm coming to you live, man, from El Paso, Texas, baby. But hey, man, so my theme for this week, if any of y'all caught my Monday morning mindset and motivation, my question to you was, who are you collaborating with, right? Ladies and gentlemen, check this out right here. This fella that I'm doing a collaboration with tonight, listen, this man, right, and I can say this about a lot of people that I'm associated with, but this fella right here, man, he needs no introduction. All right. If you following this boy, you know that he goes by Mr. MUB. I'm not gonna tell you what it means because I don't want to mess it up. So I just want to turn the flow over to my man. I call him my big cuz because we on the same team, but you know what I'm saying? He doing his thing. I like to call him my cousin because the boy always hitting me with something. Ladies and gentlemen, I will give to you just briefly Mr. Jesus Hawthrone, aka Mr. MUB. Man, go and talk to him for a minute, please.
Hey, what's going on, people? How y'all doing? My name is Jesus Hawthorne, Senior. Some people know me by Mr. MUB. For those who don't understand what the MUB stands for, it stands for Mr. Make You Better. Because all I do is provide financial education along with an opportunity that would do nothing but make you better. Just like my brother, my big cousin over there, man, Willie Wade Johnson. Man, man, I just want y'all to know, if y'all following this guy, he a real humble dude, man, but his heart is so genuine, and he's truly there for the people and want to create a positive impact. The key word is positive. If you already got some good things going on with you, he is not trying to interrupt any of those things. What he has a perfect add-on. I was reading a couple of books, man, and one of the books was saying, because I'm all about personal development, is a lot of people get caught up with the this or that, but people don't understand that the true power is with and. But everything that we like is like, you know what? I want a hamburger and fries and a drink. How silly would it look? How silly would it look if you sit there and you be like, now, either I'm getting a hamburger or I'm getting this drink or I'm gonna get me a large fry. No, it's an and. It's an and. So one thing I do know about my cousin, man, Willie Ray, he is not. And so if you're already a business owner, if you're already happy with your employment, if you're already happy, he has something that's an and that will make you happier. If you a good employee, he has an and that's going to make you an even better employee. If you are a business owner and you got a thriving business, he has an and to make you an even better business owner with more multiple streams of income. He's not trying to tell you to step away from anything that's causing you happiness. He's adding something that's going to make you even happier. So I just really want to clarify that. I know I have to say that with my audience because we've been programmed to deal with the this or that versus the and. And when I read that book, in this book, matter of fact, hold one bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, like I tell y'all, when we come on here for Friday night edutainment, baby, you never know who I'm gonna have on here, and you never know what you're gonna get. That's why it's must that you tune in. Go ahead, man.
Built to Last by Jim Collins. Get this book. That statement is more to this book than that. But that one particular statement, karate kind of gave me like one of them UFC elbows across the head. It really just it really caught me by surprise because I was expecting a jab, but he came through with an elbow instead. But but that word, just that whole phrase was absolutely powerful to me. It was absolutely like there's more. A lot of people get caught up in the this or that without understanding that the perfect business solution, because understand we talking about business development, personal development, and things, so how to think of as a leader. It was an and. It's the collaboration aspect. Like Willie said, man, like ain't nothing wrong with collaborate. Right now, he got a theme. He collaborated. The and. Now, one thing about that and, uh, I ran across this powerful opportunity, the same opportunity that I met, Kinfo Willie with, and they had some powerful, not only opportunity, but it was like some financial education that they personally teach you the right implementation to really change your life in the direction to accelerate your life in a positive manner, financially. Understanding about those like 5 major holes in your pockets, giving you the solutions to sew up those holes. Not only the solution, but gave you the tools to sew up those holes, and then built a platform, had it built on a platform that made it easier for you to help and assist others. Man, I was like, man, this. So I've been part of this opportunity, man, since June 2014. Immediately started implementing the information. Was able to give myself a $500 a month pay raise. Took that pay raise, implementation of the knowledge. I was told one of the first things you really want to do is get yourself out of debt. Any debt that got high interest associated with it. Didn't have credit cards, but I did just recently purchase a car. So I added that $500 to the $375 that I was paying monthly, and ended up paying off the car in 2 years instead of the 5 that I was listed for. Then I was able to take that additional money, add more money to my TSP. I opened up an investment account with T. Rowe Price. The first one was T. Rowe Price. Later on, I was able to open up another one with Fidelity. And then I was able to increase my TSP by like an additional $475 a month. On top of, I started sharing the information with people, and then I started building in like a monthly residual. Now, imagine like an extra $1,500 a month. That's on the low end. Normally, it's anywhere between $1,500 up to $2,000 plus, just by helping people do what we like to call get on the right side of capitalism. What I mean by get on the right side of capitalism, a lot of people heard about, changing your W-4 form. I know a lot of y'all heard about that. Some of y'all talking about I do it half part of the year, then I'll go to zero the other half. You know what I'm talking to. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. But y'all know that part, right? But imagine giving yourself a $500 a month pay raise throughout the whole year. Then when you file taxes, I don't owe. Matter of fact, I get anywhere between $5,000 to $9,000 back per tax return. Now the $5,000 when I was single, I started getting back an additional $9,000 once I got married. And guess what? My wife don't work. So it rebuked the whole fact that, oh man, if I change my W-4 form, I'm gonna end up owing. No, because you're gonna get taught how to write off your lifestyle legally, ethically, and morally with a software system that they give you called a cash flow manager. They teach you how to do this. The co-founder teaches you how to do this on Thursdays. Mr. Curry, yeah, hold on, let me show y'all something. I ain't the only one. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me see if I can y'all see? No, y'all probably can't see it because of the light and stuff. Oh yeah, y'all can see that. Yeah, what that say right there? Mr. Curry. He'll sit there and have, now people like, who Mr. Curry? Why should I care? He's a 9-figure earner, the co-founder to the company, who called a country boy from Waco, Texas, and tell him, hey, let me show you how to use your cash flow manager. Now, there ain't too many opportunities where people even know who is the founder of the company. On top of where the founder, a 9-figure earner, will actually call you and like, let me help you. Like I'm talking about, when you're dealing with an atmosphere of this level of humbleness and willing to come down to the people, who am I as a staff sergeant in the Army to ever get a big head to think you more than with anybody, with absolutely anybody. So not only has he been teaching me how to write off my lifestyle legally, ethically, and morally, help increasing the positive cash flow, but personally developing me to maintain that same mantra when I deal and talk with others. There's absolutely nobody that I wouldn't help. If you trying to get help and I got an answer to a problem, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna give you the full play. I'm gonna give you and not only am I gonna give you everybody that's associated with me, we all operate the same way. We all operate the same way. Now, we ain't gonna chase you down. We ain't gonna overbuff your ego. We might feed your ego a little bit, but we ain't gonna overbuff your ego. As soon as I feel like I'm becoming a nuisance, I'm gonna leave you alone and walk away and let you be happy because I feel like I'm intruding into your happiness. Now I don't want to do none of that. We don't want to do none of that. But in regard to any problems dealing with cash flow, dealing with any problems where you want to write off your lifestyle, any problems that you want to get out of debt faster, because a lot of people are getting out of debt. But how about if we can accelerate that process? If we can accelerate the process, for those who want to increase their credit score, I was one of the type of people that really didn't have a whole lot of credit because I was not a fan of credit cards and things of that nature. And I didn't even realize how detrimental me not having a credit card was actually doing to my credit. I didn't understand how detrimental that was. I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing. I paid a young lady back in January of 2014. January. Understand I joined in June. I paid a lady $900 to fix my credit. She did something. It worked. I had a 770. Was able to purchase this house. Right? So cause I was walking around 770. But not knowing what took place, man, I started bullcorning, doing some erroneous things. Credit dropped down to a 420. Ran across my credit system. By the marketing vice president, our VP of marketing, June Collier, created this awesome program, My Credit System. 7 months later, my credit score jumped up to a 711. A 711. 7 months later. Just I learned. Now I can sit and hold a conversation with people and literally teach people how to fix their credit via phone, via Facebook, via Zoom, via StreamYard. Man, and guess what? I ain't special. Willie got the same thing. He got the exact same product. I'm no Superman. This thing is like ridiculously duplicatable, and it's something that everybody needs. Like literally everybody needs. And if you don't need it for yourself per se, you know a group of others, not just one or two people. You know a group of others who need access to this. And you giving them access can help, one, increase your cash flow, but not only increase the financial knowledge and awareness of everybody around you. So to me, it was a win, and the perfect and in my life, dog.
Hey, man, woo-hoo. Hey, I told you, man, when I brought you on here, I was just gonna let you flow, man, because I have heard you tell me your story. You know, me and you have had some time out there on the balcony, you know what I'm saying, with some good sticks and good whiskey. But man, every time I hear it, man, it's so what's the word I want to use? Encouraging, because like, you know, I'm a country boy myself, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in East Texas, just a little about 3 hours from you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To be able to grab hold of something that, first of all, I tell folks all the time, I am by no means the brightest bulb in the chandelier. You know what I'm saying? I got my shoes on right now, so if I had to count more than 10, I'm gonna be in trouble. All right. What folks don't get, man, and I think that they misunderstand is they see us or hear us talking about, you know, this system that we using and the things that we are accomplishing.
Yeah.
some people think that, you know, oh, I can't do that, or I can't do this.
Yeah.
I got my question for you is this would be, why is it that you think, and I mean, you've been doing this a little bit longer than me, I got my own opinion, but I want to hear from yours. You know, why is it that you think when we approach people with this opportunity, the first thing that they want to do is to, you know, they want to jump back, as opposed to leaning forward and seeing what we're trying to offer, they instantly throw their hands up and be like, "Oh no, I don't. I ain't trying to hear about none of that." Why do you think that is, man?
I believe a lot of times it's a culture thing. And I ain't talking about skin, race, or nothing like that. It's the culture of who you been associated with, regardless of the demographic, race, or nothing. Because everybody that has influence over our life probably has planted that seed of us into know, of instantly know. You know what I'm saying? Because matter of fact, people say even when you're dealing with children, you say no so much that, you know, they become accustomed. Like no end up becoming a lot of times their first words. You know what I'm saying? No, 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 no. Because they hear it so much. So when it comes to us, even though we come in on an educational platform, and then people they just been trained to say no. So no, they don't want the opportunity. No, they don't want to learn, and no, they really don't want to change their life. So a lot of times when I approach people, one of the first things I ask them, so we ain't wasting each other's time, are you open to learning? Have anybody taught you what is it about, you know, in school regarding the finances that you wish they would have taught you that they haven't? And 9 times out of 10, what we have to offer is going to become top 3 on one of the first things that come out their mouth. From my perspective, for one of the first things I hear, I wish I would have learned how to file taxes. I'd be like, oh, okay, I can help you get a better understanding of it. I can't teach you how to file taxes, but I can get you a better understanding. That's what I'm thinking to myself when I hear this. I would, man, they should have gave us more financial literacy, and they should have taught us about credit. Those are normally, when I sit down and have a basic conversation and I ask them, what is it that you wish you would have learned in school that they haven't taught you? Normally those will be within the top 5. If not, you know, or like the top three things. I wish somebody would taught me how to fix my fix taxes, how to do taxes, how to fix my credit, and stronger financial literacy. Well, with us having an understanding of how to use the cash flow manager, I can give you a better understanding why having a home-based business only makes sense from a credit aspect, because I mean from a tax aspects, because it sounds like you're trying to lower your taxes just by that conversation. It sounds like you're trying to lower your taxes. Well, I can show you how to do that. We definitely gonna give you some more financial literacy so you have a better understanding of what's going on around you, and then how to fix your credit. I got a 10-video course that's going to go step by step and give you not only a true understanding, but give you the tools. If you got anything less than good on your credit report, show you how to get those things removed and show you how to add good things on it. So then it comes down to this. Are you willing to learn? Do you want to learn? Now, that's normally that's like 75% of the battle. So many people, I ain't gonna say so many. I ran across a few people that in their mind they feel like they don't got the time to learn nothing no more. That's what they say. And I don't go back. I don't combat it or nothing. I just kind of like ask them why. Because it becomes like a personal effort. Do you really want to change your life, or are you content to where you at? So I only can help those that really want to change their life. If you really want to change your life, then let's go.
Man. And like you said, man, that is the biggest hurdle for a lot of people. I did a live a couple of weeks back, man. I told people that the biggest hurdle a lot of people have to face and get over is that 6 inches of space between their ears. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. It's like, you know, and like I say, we don't knock anybody, man. You know, like you said in the beginning, if what you're doing is working for you, hey man, by all means, you know what I'm saying, keep doing what you're doing, more power to you. We wish you nothing but the best. But if you are sitting there and you trying to figure things out and it just seems like you don't have a way, or you don't have the know-how.
Yeah.
Hey man, just
You know what? You said a key word right there. Know-how, right? I went to school for business marketing, business management and marketing, right? Now, I was in the military, got out the military, went to school because I wanted to become an entrepreneur. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And while I was in school, I quickly found out that they was actually training me to become an employee. Like the curriculum was built for me to learn about business, so I would become a good asset for somebody else's business. There wasn't a curriculum that actually showing me the things that I need to learn and do for me to build my own business. This company did. That's one of the first things you do with this company is you learn what is going to be required to become a good business owner before you even learn about selling.
Yep.
So when people, I understand where they come from. When I initially talk to them about business ownership, they think like, nah, man, you want me to sell? No, I need you to understand the concepts of how to transition from an employee to a business owner. So that way you can win there without you having the pressures of sales. Because if you can't deal with the pressures of sales, even though you will make a lot of money, but if you don't understand these concepts, you're going to end up giving it all back. I had access to a guy that was like one of the #1 sellers in America. And he told me a story of how he ended up owing $1 million in taxes because he didn't understand the concepts of how of the proper tax deductions and all that and all those things that you need to know as a business owner that we teach. He didn't know that stuff at the time. He believed that he had a good CPA. He didn't know enough to check the CPA. So when the CPA sent his documents forward with his signature on there, he had to harness all of that. He said the IRS came back at him and charged him $1 million. So he had made a lot of money, but I don't care how much money I made. Boy, you know how sickening it'll feel if the IRS came to me and told me I owed him $1 million. I was like, bruh.
Hey, you'll be like Bernie background. There's gonna be some furniture tossed around.
Man, I'm about to throw the damn chair. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm coming WWE, WCW. I don't care. We might have to take it back to the old NWA. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to throw the damn chair at your ass. But and I might come off the top of the desk coming with a flying elbow. But we just having fun. But when he told me that, when I heard that story, and I'm like, whoo, every business owner need to know these things. Every business owner needs to know these things. I have sat with so many, and because they don't want to learn it, the first thing they say is, man, I got a CPA, and I'm good. Or I got a tax preparer, I'm good. Well, do you know enough to ensure that what's being done is being done correctly? Now, there's a difference between you doing it versus you knowing that it's getting done right. Like, I don't do my own taxes, but I know enough when I sit in front of my CPA and she's a good one, she's a go-getter, and she's on top of her stuff, that when we hold a dialogue, that I have a complete understanding that she's doing things the right way. I have a complete understanding. Absolutely. She's checking me, I'm checking her, we going back and forward. When she see me my documents for me to sign, I'm signing them with confidence that everything's been done right. So when I send them forward to the IRS and they check them and shoot them back, then everything's good to go. We good to go. We good to go. A lot of business owners don't do that. They literally, and if they got a good CPA, then that's great. But it'd be more comfortable knowing. And so the key question is, do you want to learn? Now, me personally, I was looking for this opportunity because this opportunity become the mortar to the brick. Because I had a couple of projects, I was doing a couple of things, but I didn't understand business. I understood hustling, but I didn't understand building a business. Two different things. You can go out there and hustle, cut grass. You can sell newspapers. You pay plates, barbecue. I done heard people that they doing barbecue and all that. Man, that's hustling. You hustling. You take that money, go buy some meat, throw it on the grill, resell it. Take that meat, take that money, go buy some meat, throw it on the grill, resell it. That's a hustle. A business is when you got a system in place while you sit back and observe and you orchestrate and point. Take the money, go buy a whole nother asset, and repeat that same system from a distance, and you sit back and you point. I knew how to hustle, did not understand how to build a business. This particular opportunity right here shows you the proper structure of business building. And I was just in absolute awe. So the combination of the financial education, the combination of having access to all the tools required to build and sustain a duplicatable business where you can be virtually hands off and operate off of a point without causing any labor on the body. And I'm talking about 20 years in the military, where, like in the military, we always got that saying, I still got one more fight in me. I can hold that. I can hold that for a later day versus me blowing out my back and blowing out my body. I still can hold on to my one more fight in me. You know what I'm saying? I can hold on to it and do something more productive, right? Because I'm learning how to leverage my mind versus leveraging my body. And that's one thing I definitely love about this opportunity, because we're teaching people how to leverage their mind.
Absolutely. Man, I knew having you on, man, was gonna be fire, man. But you giving up some nuggets tonight, man. But let me ask you, I got two more questions, man, and then we're gonna jump in here and we're gonna check out. We got some folks watching us, you know what I'm saying? Got some hearts and some likes and stuff like that. But let me ask you this question, man. You've told us how you started out and how this business has helped you. Based off everything that you have learned through this opportunity, as far as with the business building and helping other people, man, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years, man? What do you see yourself doing?
5 to 10 years, man. Like, really, I want to make about 1,000 of my sales. I want to improve myself on a daily basis. That's why I'm really starting to plug into some personal development. And me just knowing that number, that it's like over 100 million people who's on the wrong side of capitalism. There's like 64 million people who got less than great credit. Man, there's like a big pool of people who need access to the tools and the opportunity that I provide. So I can see myself doing this literally to the time that I perish and leave the earth. But and when I do leave, I would like to leave at least about 1,000 to 10,000 of individuals who just as fired and just as passionate about helping those who want to be helped, like myself. So I'll be on that quest. I'll be on that quest for the next 5 to 10 years. That's definitely where I see myself.
That's awesome. All right, man. So my last question to you, man, is this: for anybody who you have talked to and they said, hey, I got to think about it, or whatever the case may be, or for those who may pop in on you from time to time and check out your content, but they have yet to make the decision, what advice would you give them right now as to why starting a home-based business is the move to make?
Well, my question is, if you filing your taxes to the IRS and the IRS is giving you publication, if I could give you publication to show that the IRS is saying there's more tax incentives for those who own home-based businesses versus somebody that's just an employee, are you comfortable enough and are you willing to listen to the IRS? And if you're willing to listen to the IRS, then guess what, man? I'm gonna go into my back office, my document center, and I'm gonna pull up this document, and it's gonna show you about all the tax deductions that a home-based business owner actually have. Now, one thing I love about this opportunity, our founders ain't making nothing. When we train, we're getting trained directly off the IRS publications. So I believe that additional $6,000 on a minimum, because if you don't have a home-based business, I can almost guarantee that by $6,000 is like the minimum that you're giving away in taxes that could be in your household, or not only in your household, but maybe moving towards your kids' college fund, or you can use that additional money to increase your retirement fund. There's multiple places that this income could be going that could be beneficial to you and your family. Now, and that's at the bare minimum of the business. Now, we ain't even talking about making any additional money. I'm trying to stop you from losing money. Are you comfortable? Or are you willing to listen to what the IRS has to say so we can help you stop losing money? And if you are, guess what, man? I got some documents for you. Give me you can reach me at this telephone number right here. Nah, but nah, man. But like literally, me and Willie, we got access to the stuff. We can go directly to our document center, print it out. We're going to show it to you, and then I can show you through the cash flow manager of how to properly implement that. I'm gonna show you how I've been implementing it, and then once I show you that, then I'll teach you. I'll teach you how to do the same thing. Because once I get you convinced, because that's I believe that's the main problem. A lot of people who have attempted to do what we have done and may not been as successful as they would like to be, because they're trying to sell something that they have no conviction with. You're trying to sell something that you don't know nothing about. So when they sit there and people don't move as fast as they want them to move, and they move on with their life, and they be like, well, I don't think this thing worked. No, it didn't work. You didn't take the time to learn. And because you didn't take the time to learn, you didn't build up no conviction. You can't be convicted of something that you didn't do. It's almost like if you went to, you will hope that you wouldn't get convicted of something that you didn't do. You know what I'm saying? So, but once you get some conviction and you like, you know what, this thing is in me. You like, you don't have a personal experience with this. You like, oh man, yeah, this thing worked. Like myself. Like my guy Willie, this thing worked. How do we know it worked? Because we did the steps. We know that it worked. We know. So there's no way in the world you're gonna tell me to stop doing something that I know that's absolutely true. It absolutely works, and I got results and benefits from it.
There it is, right there. Hey man, let's hop over here in these comments, man. See who we got checking us out tonight, man. Hey, we got Miss Bethany Rucker. She said, "Country boy and Mr. MUB, two of my favorite dudes. Appreciate you, Miss Rucker." That's the Rucker Report, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Then we got my baby sister, Stephanie Johnson. She say she love it. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, collaboration is where it's at, man. You got to get with somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, doing something positive, man, and y'all got to get together and make something happen, man, like me and Mr. MUB doing here this evening. All right. Yeah. We got my man, Mr. Devin Hall. Hey, man, much love and respect to you. The man said motivation at its finest. Hey, man, we just trying to do what we can do when we can do it. That's all we trying to do. That's it. Hey, and Miss Rucker, man, she says that using the DIY credit system, her score went from 485 to 657. All right.
Man, she running right there on those sevens. She right there. She right there. That's what I'm saying. That's, you know what I'm saying? So she done crossed over to good credit. She's not even fair credit no more. She actually falling into good. So, hey, man, imagine going from poor to fair to good. The system works. And not only does it work, it's going to teach you. Hear me, yo. Hear me. It's going to teach you what you need to do to make your credit even better. How to fix the problems and how to make it better, man.
Absolutely.
It's powerful, man.
I got my brother-in-law, Mr. DC Jones, tuning in. What's going on, man? Thanks for hopping on. Appreciate you, man. Like I said, Mr. Hawthrone, man, I appreciate you so much, man, for taking time out of your schedule, man. I know you got big things going on, and like you said, it's just that humbleness, man. You know, you taking time out and taking this opportunity to just get on here with me, man. I really, truly appreciate it, man.
Hey, I got one more shout out.
Yeah, man, do your thing, man.
My boy James Hall with the shirt, man. Hey, kind of like we was talking about, man. Get Uncle Sam out of your pocket. Ask how, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it, James, man. This shirt right here gives me a lot of attention when I'm walking the street, because a lot of people, you know, even if they give me a crazy face, it's enough to create dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Some people might even ask how. A lot of times people just look and kind of nod, and all I need is a nod to create that dialogue.
There it is. Right there. Hey man, Mr. DC Jones, man, just popped on another comment, man. He said him and his wife raised their credit score over 300 points between the two of them. That just goes back to what you were saying, man. Like, and we got to get folks to understand this, man. It's not that the system didn't work. It's that you didn't work the system. That's all it is right there, man. No talking about.
Yep. I mean, it's too many people with results. It's almost to the point now that if you didn't get results, you probably would keep it to yourself because you'll be identified as a person who didn't do the work.
Absolutely.
Because it's too many of us got results. Like if we did a blast, if all my econs picked a certain day and just did a blast of what results, man, we would basically break the internet. If we did a hashtag my econ results blast, like if we took a Saturday and just say, you know what, hashtag my econ results, and we blast that on a Saturday, man, we will break the whole internet because there's so many people that got so much results. So many people will share their testimony that we would literally probably break the internet. And then if you was known as a rep that was in my econ, and then when your family, your friends switch their head over and be like, what happened to you? It's going to identify you as somebody who did not follow instructions and you did not do the work.
Boy, you crazy. Hey, that's real talk, though. That's real talk. Hey, man, Miss Bethany Rucker wants to know, is any of your MUB gear got any specials going on right now?
You know what? For anybody who jumped on here, if you go to www.makethelletterubettergear.com, use the code Kobe, all caps, COBE, all caps, 50% off.
There you go, Miss.
Go to www.makethelletterubettergear.com. Use the coupon code Kobe. Basketball player Kobe, COBE, 50% off. That's for anybody that decide to jump on this live, support my cuz over here. You know, Willie Raymore Jr. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, so that's active, that's live. So for those who want to look at the gear, and that's another thing. Through the network that I ran across, man, I was able to open up my own apparel line. Wife started doing a little tax preparation. She done got her insurance license just by the network of people that I'm running across. So this opportunity, like I tell people all the time, one of the first things I say when I go live, this is way bigger than me. Like, don't think that I'm the top dog of the food chain. Like, no, no, my head's barely above grass. Like, I was like the grass, the tip of the grass is like right here. I'm like, this thing is so bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? I would say above water, but I don't like swimming. I can't swim, so I don't even use that even in analogy. So my nose is barely on the grass. You know what I'm saying? But this thing is so big. It is so big, man. Even though I've had success with this opportunity, they done blessed me so many ways. They done blessed my family so many ways, like so many ways. But this thing is so big, man. Like this, it's the place to be. This is the foundation. It'll take you from where you are at. Keyword. Ain't nobody talking, using a whole lot of big words, a lot of terminology you ain't never heard before. We're going to talk to you plain to get clear understanding. We're going to take you from where you are currently at and do nothing but elevate you. So if you're the type, you're like, man, well, I already know a whole bunch of stuff. But do you have the ability to teach everybody around you what you know? And majority of the time, your answer is no. That's why you don't even like talking to them. Because you can't hold that type of conversation with them like that. So you rather sit back in the background and be quiet, and you and your family successful, but you can't get everybody around you successful because you don't know how to teach it. This is the platform that will take anybody a country boy from Waco, Texas, Northside, Parksideville, lived on 28th Street, down the street from Mitch's, a regular guy, and financially elevate him. And if it did it for me, it did it for Willie, it did for any and everybody. It can do it for you and all of the people around you. This is what your people need.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. All right. Mr. DC Jones chiming in again, man. He's saying it is awesome to be a part of something that after you join, people still invest in you as you invest in your business. That's what we do, Mr. Jones. Like we say, man, it's bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about just, it ain't about just what we can do. It's about what we can help you do. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of it, man. This is an environment that is conducive for growth. You just got to be able to put yourself in the environment. But Mr. Hawthrone, man, do me one favor, man. If somebody is watching this, man, and they want to get in contact with you, man, how can they reach you? How can they find you? What's your social media handles? Tell them how to find you, man.
Hey, on IG, you can find me on Team MUB 1977. All right, that's on IG. On Facebook, Jesus A. Hawthrone. Jesus A. Hawthrone on Facebook, and I believe it's Jesus A. Hawthrone on Twitter. But I'm mostly on Facebook. Like I said, you can find me on IG also. It'd be under Team MUB 1977. But man, I'm not hard to find. Just reach out to Willie. If you trying to look for me, holla at Willie. 9 times out of 10, if you're looking for me for some type of reason, man, Willie got the same thing I got. So he got access to the exact same thing. But if you just really want to see me, that's how you go find me. But 9 times out of 10, holla at my guy Willie, man. He got it. Willie Ray Moore, he gonna take care of you. Matter of fact, you can sign up with him, and if you still want to talk to me, then holla at him, then come back and holla at me. How about that? You just want to hear my voice, you know what I'm saying?
Look at it, man. Look at it, man. Hey, see, that's what we do, man. Ladies and gentlemen, please understand. We do this all the time. Nobody wants to be the big dog, man. I'm just trying to be. Hey, what Robin Harris say? I ain't the man that sit next to the man that sit next to the man. I ain't him. I just want to be the man. I just want to be in the room. You know what I'm talking about? So, ladies and gentlemen, keep it out, man. Y'all already know your boy, man. My name is Willie Ray Johnson Jr. I love my name. I like to hear my name. Hell, I even like to say my own name. You can find me on all social media handles, man. I'm on Facebook, Willie Ray Johnson Jr. I'm on Instagram, Willie Ray Johnson Jr. I'm even on YouTube, man. Same thing. But if you're looking for me on Twitter, you got to look me up at Willie Ray Johns, JOHNS 1. That's how you can find me right there, man. So,
by the way, I am also on YouTube under the Jesus Hawthrone. But yeah, man, yeah. Hey man, you know what, man? I'm definitely. I appreciate the invite. Really humbled by the invite because I don't seen your following and a lot of people you don't interview. Man, you got a lot of heavy hitters. You keep them stacked. So just for me to even get an invite, I'm like, whoa, oh Lord, okay. Somebody must have cut the grass. He was able to see my head. It went from here to here. Somebody cut the grass. All right.
You tried it, man. Stop that. Hey, man, but again, man, hey, thank you for definitely, you know what I'm saying, coming on. Thank you for saying the positive things about me. And you already know, man, I be on you. I love watching you. But hey, man, I'm going to tell you one thing. Start turning on the air, man, when you be sitting in your truck doing them live, bro. You be in that big that's like, man, somebody give my man some water, a towel or something.
You know what it is, man? I'm down here in Texas, man, Central Texas. So by the time, because I weigh like 260, right? So by the time I don't walk from the building, get to my truck, my body heat already done got revved up. So by the time I done sat down and it's trying to cool off, then all of a sudden the sweat start rolling down because my body's starting to naturally cool off. So I'm about to start prepping myself a little bit better, man.
Hey, man, like you always tell me, man, it ain't about what you look like. It's about the content that you giving, brother. And
Oh, yeah.
Keep giving out that content, man.
Oh, most definitely, bro. You keep doing the same, man. You keep me fired up too, brother.
I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, that going to conclude tonight's Friday night edutainment. All right. ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all know this right now. Next week, I will be back on Friday. I'm gonna have another gentleman. All right. Somebody hit me up one time, Jesus, and they asked me, they's like, is all y'all in the military? All y'all in no, man. All of my econ associates are in the military, okay? I am going to have a gentleman on next week. No military affiliation, excuse me. He has taken this same system, and as Jesus was saying earlier, he has elevated himself and his family. That's all I'm going to give you. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all going to want to make sure that you follow me next week. If you follow me, make sure you tune in next week, because the next gentleman I'm bringing on, if you thought Mr. MUB was bringing some nuggets,
yeah.
Hey, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to keep this.
Man.
All right, Mr.
Hawthrone. Fired up. I can't wait to find out who it is.
hey, don't worry about it. I'm going to call you when we get off here, and I'm going to tell you who it is.
All right.
All right, man. Hey, stay up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for joining us. And if, like I said, if you catch this on the replay, drop the hashtag replay. Let us know where you're coming in from. Nothing but love and respect, man. You got Mr. Willie Ray Johnson Jr. out of El Paso, Texas. You got Mr. Jesus Hawthrone, a.k.a. Mr. MUB out of Hawker Heights. We tuning out, man. Y'all be good. Be blessed.
Peace.